frank, I want to talk about the price here. It really does, though, feel like a very Tampa Bay Lightning move, like just getting a middle six kind of guy who's young, who's cheap, who has some upside still, and committing to getting that guy as well. When you look at what they gave up, I'm an outsider. And when I heard that Jeannot was potentially going to get moved, I was sitting there, Frank, going, I wonder if the Predators are going to be able to get a first-round pick for this guy. Well, David Poile got a lot more than just a first-round pick. Your thoughts on the return?
Yeah, they were actually asking for 2 first-round picks, which helps
Wow.
explain the return that ultimately ends up going to Nashville, including Cal Foote, who was also a first-round pick of the Tampa Bay Lightning, who had requested a trade and had been on our trade targets board for the last couple weeks. And when you look at this transaction, everyone's jaw has been on the floor, from NHL general managers to agents to everyone that you speak to in and around the game. And a lot of people have been reacting on social media. What an insane overpay this is for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And look, I'm just not ready to question Julien Brisebois with the track record that he's put together, finding bottom of the lineup pieces for this team that have been incredible fits, whether it's more recently Brandon Hagel and Nick Paul at last year's deadline, or if you want to go back a couple years to Blake Coleman and Barclay Goodrow. The only real stain on his record at the trade deadline is David Savard. And guess what? The Tampa Bay Lightning still won a Stanley Cup that year anyway. They've been to 3 consecutive Stanley Cup finals, and they are squarely in their window to win, Tyler. And what that means moving forward is, when you've got guys like Steven Stamkos and Victor Hedman, whose contracts will be up in 3 years, this is your chance to win. And so this is a curated selection in Tanner Jeannot, a guy that had 24 goals last year. As we all know, he struggled this year. I saw the chirps coming on social media. Tanner Jeannot has 7 fewer points than Luke Schenn does this year on the Vancouver Canucks blue line. Well, guess what? His shooting percentage is way down. Last year it was way up, but this guy is a forechecker, a quintessential lineup piece for the Tampa Bay Lightning moving forward to plug right in on that third line